Hello, this is Cynthia Guazda coming to you from the Hagaman Memorial Library. I'm excited to talk with you today about some new books that we have here at the library. So I'm going to go over some of the new books we have and show you how to find them in our catalog and other ways that you may be able to access them through an ebook or an audiobook. So we're going to start. So these are the books we're going to talk about today. Um, these are some of our brand new books. They go out for 14 days, and some of them are also available through hoopla.digital.com, and also through Overdrive. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about these books and how you can access them in different platforms. So we're going to start with David Baldacci's new book called One Good Deed. This is the first novel in Baldacci's Archer series. It's a nonstop thrill ride through the post-World War II Midwest. Veteran Aloysius Archer is released from prison, determined to make the best of his second chance and reintegrate himself into society. His first night out of prison, he accepts an under-the-table job to collect a debt on behalf of the most powerful and prominent businessman in town. Things soon go not only sideways, but Archer becomes entangled with the businessman's mistress, and the individual refuses to settle his debts, but deadly. Naturally, all eyes in the small Oklahoma town zero in on Archer, who is soon embroiled in an even more dangerous situation than the war or prison to clear his name before it's too late. So that's called One Good Deed by David Baldacci. The next book we're going to talk about is Precious You by Helen Monks Dakar. Either editor-in-chief Catherine or her new intern Lily are much impressed by one another when they first meet in the offices of Leadership magazine. To one another, each are a symbol of what is wrong with their respective generations. And it certainly doesn't help that Lily got her internship through family connections. As Lily progresses through her internship, Catherine increasingly becomes obsessed with Lily. Is Lily at the magazine in a genuine attempt to learn the ropes of the industry, or is Catherine's life being slowly stolen out from underneath her? Monk's Takar's debut is in equal parts all about Eve and single white female. It's an electrifying psychological suspense of workplace tensions gone awry. The next book I'm going to talk to you about is called You Exist Too Much by Zaina Arafat. Named Good Morning America is one of 25 novels you want to read this summer. You Exist Too Much is a heart-wrenching debut that explores the delicate and fraught emotional terrain of a first-generation Palestinian American woman, grappling, sometimes quite badly, with interpersonal relationships, both family and romantic, the cultural rifts that accompany them, and also trying to come to terms with internalized trauma, shame, marginalization, and her identity as a queer woman. Our protagonist can sometimes be self-aware, always darkly humorous, is multi-layered and flawed, but this ultimately is a riveting tale of love and the search for belonging that is relatable to all readers. This next book is available in e-audio and ebook on hoopladigital.com, and it's called Writers and Lovers by Lily King. Casey Peabody is 31 years old in the summer of 1997, and every element of her life feels like a crisis. A former child prodigy, she now waitresses to barely afford rent, has been working on a novel for over 6 years, and all of her mail is either wedding invitations from friends or final notices from debt collectors. Still, she stubbornly refuses to surrender her idealistic ambitions in favor of a conventional and more stable life. It doesn't help when her mother suddenly passes away, and Casey unwittingly finds herself in a love triangle after just experiencing a horrible breakup. Written by the best-selling author of Euphoria, Writers and Lovers is a story about accepting with grace the changes of life as we continue to grow into hopefully better and wiser versions of ourselves, learning to be kinder to ourselves, and the struggle between following your dreams versus settling down and finding a better way forward. That's Writers and Lovers by Lily King. The next book is The Mercies by Karen Millwood Hargrave. In 1600s Norway, the village of Vardo must adapt after a sudden and ferocious storm at sea claims the lives of their men. Several years later, fresh from having dealt with the issue of witchcraft in his native land, a man appears on their shores with the wrath of God in his heart, for what he sees is a heathen terrain. At the same time, his young wife is in awe of the self-sufficiency and autonomy that has developed in the women, will all grow increasingly fearful of the man's insidious vision for the fate of Vardo. Unfortunately, the Mercies details for us the build-up to the Vardo witch trials of 1662, the largest of these trials during that period in Scandinavia, nearly 30 years exactly before the events of the Salem witch trials in Massachusetts. As was the case in Salem, religious fervor, paranoia, and suspicion have devastating consequences that reverberate for centuries to come. The next book is called The Giver of Stars by Jojo Moyes, the author of the Me Before You series. This is based on true events, and it's soon to be a motion picture as well. And it's a New York Times bestseller. Giver of Stars tells the story of Alice Wright, hoping to escape her stuffy, bordering on claustrophobic life in England. Alice marries American Bennett Van Cleve and sets out to begin a new life with her husband in Depression-era Kentucky. Hehowever, Alice finds her new home and family to be as restrictive as the one she hoped to leave behind. Not to give up hope, Alice soon hears of First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt's efforts to organize a new traveling library. Alice joins, and alongside 4 other women, including the group's leader, headstrong and fiercely independent Margaret, becomes a member of the Packhorse Librarians of Kentucky. Alice, Margaret, and the others refuse to yield to the conventions of the day or be cowed by the dangers that they encounter in their travels, led instead by their dedication and conviction to deliver books and knowledge to rural Kentucky residents, and by extension, empower the people they meet in ways previously unimaginable. This was an amazing book that really sheds light on this project that was started by Eleanor Roosevelt and carried out by these women who actually rode horses and mules up into the mountains to deliver materials to the miners and families up there that really had nothing. So it's really quite an interesting story that documents something that really happened during the Depression, and it's it's very interesting read. It gives a lot of insight into that period, and it's very well researched. So I highly recommend The Giver of Stars by Jojo Moyes. So the last book I'm going to talk to you about is called The Bear by Andrew Krivak. This is a Hoopla book club pick. And we're also having a discussion of this book outside in the library lawn on Monday, August 24th at 3 p.m. You can get copies of this book by request to the library by calling us at 203-468-3890, or you can go on Hoopla Digital at www.hoopladigital.com. To attend the book discussion, you do need to bring your own chair or blanket and a beverage, and also masks and social distancing will be required. In an Edenic future, a girl and her father live close to the land in the shadow of a lone mountain. They possess a few remnants of civilization: some books, a pane of glass, a set of flint and steel, a comb. The father teaches the girl how to fish and hunt, the secrets of the seasons and the stars. He's preparing her for an adulthood in harmony with nature, for they are the last of humankind. But when the girl finds herself alone in an unknown landscape, it is a bear that will lead her back home through a vast wilderness that offers the greatest lessons of all if she can only learn to listen. It's a cautionary tale of human fragility, of love and loss. The bear is a stunning tribute to the beauty of nature's dominion. I hope you will join us for our discussion on on Monday, August 24th at 3 p.m. You can email me at cguazda, CGWIAZDA, at Hagaman, HAGAMAN, library, Hagaman Library, one word, .org. If you would like to join us for that. So now we're going to go into the catalog. I'm going to show you how to put these books on hold. And also, I'm going to show you how to join Hoopla Digital if you haven't already. So we're going to share the screen. Okay, so we're going to go to the library's website, which is www.hagamanlibrary.org. So here on our website, there's a couple different things you can do. One is you can click here on catalog. You can log into your own account or create your own account. If you click on my account up here on the right-hand side, you can put in your library card number with no spaces or dashes, just like it shows in the example down here. And you can put in a password. This would be the last 4 digits of your phone number, or if you can also, the best thing to do is to click to set up your password. So this, what you could do is you would put in your library barcode right here and click on submit. So this would allow you to set up a new password for your account so that you can get in to place things on hold and to see what you have checked out. So what you would do is you can go into you can search right here for one of these books. So we can type in The Giver of Stars. And we're searching for all formats. Okay, so we're going to search all formats. And so you'll see here that there's an audio, there's 2 audio books available, audio CDs available. And you'll also see that there are 2 large print titles available of The Giver of Stars, and we have several regular print new adult fiction copies of The Giver of Stars as well. So you can either call the library at 203-468-3890 to request a copy. And we aren't open as of yet. However, we will be, we're working on reopening in some form fairly soon. Right now, we have curbside service hours on Mondays from 1:30 to 5, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 1:30 to 8, and Fridays from 1:30 to 5. Right now, we are not open on Saturdays or Sundays. We are here to answer telephones, however, from 10 to 5 on Monday, 10 to 8 on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and 10 to 5 on Friday. So you can call us during those hours to have books set aside for you. So the other thing you can do if you're looking in the catalog and you find something that you want to put on reserve, you can click on request item. And if you're logged in, it will allow you to place a hold on the material. So that is another option. So I'm going to show you too how you can also go into other places to request to borrow materials. So you can also go down here under Digital Library Services, right off of our website, right here. So you can click here or down here on Hoopla, and then you can click right on the picture here, and it will take you into Hoopla Digital. So now here, here you can sign in with your email and password. If you don't have an account yet in Hoopla, you can click here on Get Started Today. You can type in an email at your email address. You confirm your email, and then you're going to choose a password that is 8 to 40 characters. Confirm your password, and then click here on Agree. And that will get you into Hoopla. So inside of Hoopla, you can search for different books. Like I'm going to search for The Bear because that's one of the books that's here. It's a Hoopla book club pick, and so, see. And so you'll see here is the ebook for The Bear. I looked under ebooks and I typed in The Bear at the top. So you type that in and you click over here. You can either hit enter on your keyboard or click right here on the little hourglass. It'll bring up the books that with that name. So you can see there's other books here besides that one. But you can click here on The Bear and you click down here on borrow. And once you're logged in, you will be able to, it will be in your Hoopla, and you'll be able to listen to it from there. Okay, so that's how you get into Hoopla. So the next thing you can do is you can go to our website, and you can also, under digital library services, you can also go into an app called Simply E. This is something you can download if you have a tablet or if you have a if you have an iPhone, if you, an iPad, a laptop, any of those things, you can download this. So what you do is you download that, and then you go into Simply E. So we can. It tells you how to do that. So that's another resource that you can use. And I'm going to post a link to a video that shows you a little bit more in depth how to get into these electronic resources. So that link will be posted underneath this video so that you can get a little clearer idea of how Simply E works, how Hoopla works, and also Overdrive. So I will post that link at the bottom of this video. I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and I will be back again with another list of books very soon. And I hope to see you all soon. I miss everyone and look forward to seeing you all again when we reopen. Thank you.